what kind of property in Istanbul can you actually buy for 300,000 US dollars? I've bought 7 properties in Istanbul, so I know exactly what to look for and what to avoid. In this video, I'll show you which areas and property types are within that budget. Newer apartments in Istanbul in good locations start from around 250k. In my view, there are 4 types of property in Istanbul which make sense for a budget of 250 to 300k. But first, let me quickly explain the different zones in Istanbul. These dark green highlighted districts along the Bosphorus are the most beautiful and most in-demand areas. I call these Zone 1. This is where Istanbul really happens. The light green districts are Zone 2 and border Zone 1. From here, you can reach central parts within an hour. Then there is Zone 3 where commutes can take up to 2 hours. And Zone 4 is even further away. Not every district within these zones is worth considering. I only recommend specific districts within each zone. If you want to know exactly which areas I recommend and which ones you should avoid, make sure to watch the full guide link in the description. It's free and it will help you avoid costly mistakes when buying a property in Istanbul. So, what can you actually get in Zone 1 for this budget? Your first option is an apartment in Istanbul in one of the areas where young locals and expats love to spend time. These are lively neighborhoods with lots of cafes and casual restaurants. For around 250k, you can buy a 1-bedroom apartment which is between 5 and 10 years old. These are typically around 50 square meters. For around 300k, you can buy a 2-bedroom apartment up to 10 years old and around 65 square meters. Your second option in Zone 1 is what's called a residence property in Turkey. This is essentially an apartment with hotel-like amenities. There is a central neighborhood in Zone 1 where these are concentrated. In this area, if you spend up to 300k, you can buy a 1-bedroom residence apartment in Istanbul. These are up to 5 years old and typically around 55 square meters. One important point to keep in mind: in Zone 1, you won't find a newer 2-bedroom apartment in a nice family-focused neighborhood at this price point. For that type of property in Istanbul, you need to look at Zone 2. In Zone 2, around 250k can get you a 3-bedroom apartment in Istanbul that's around 5 years old. If you spend closer to 300k, you can even find a brand new 3-bedroom property in Istanbul. These apartments are typically around 100 square meters. Your fourth option is a villa property. For this budget, you'll need to move further out into Zone 4. For 300k, you might get a villa property which is up to 5 years old and of around 200 square meters. That's the entry level of the villa segment out here. But note, Zone 4 doesn't really feel like Istanbul. You're looking at over 2 hours to reach central parts of the city. And location is the most important factor in any real estate decision. If you want to learn from my experience buying 8 properties in Turkey over the last 10 years, then check out this video here. Thanks for watching.